before, so let's see who's good.
What was the story? Spider.
Spider?
That was a cut snake.
Hey, snake! There you go. Man is a cut snake, which means you're absolutely going berserk. So
I think he's doing fake celebrity interviews.
They're very elegant and poised, and even rattlesnakes warn you if they're going to attack. They have good manners.
Okay, all right. Here we are. Bloody K-Joe. That's your new Australian nickname during my interview, by the way.
What is it?
And,
K-Joe?
K-Joe. K-Joe with an O.
Oh, right on. K-Joe. Okay, cool.
And Holty as well as your
Holty.
Australian nickname.
That's like, I feel like that's quite similar. I feel like British people sometimes call me Holty as well. So.
Okay, well that's good. Familiar is good. You know, you're not going straight into like a shock situation. So
yeah, no, I'm like shook.
Yeah,
I'm still shaking.
Yeah.
You're right, K-Joe.
Fellas, I had a chance to see the movie. How exciting has dabbled in the horror thriller comedy genre a bit now, like movies like Warm Bodies and The Menu. What is it that you love about the genre?
I think the way that it keeps people guessing what's going to be happening next. We were discussing this yesterday, this idea that, you know, there can be moments in these films where you're not sure whether you should be shocked and grossed out or whether you should be laughing along as well. So it's like, that for me is an audience member. I love when movies can do that.
And come back.
Does look quite a good film, actually.
Surprise you, be unpredictable, swap you around a little bit between comedy and horror.
Do either of you fellas have a favourite horror comedy that you can think of?
Oh, I love American Werewolf in London. I just love that movie. I saw it in the cinema when I was a teenager, and I was blown away by Naughton and Dunn's performance and how that movie was a real bullseye of horror and comedy. And when you get that bullseye just right, that tone, it's absolutely delicious, and I love that.
If either of you were given the choice to be immortal in real life, would you take it, or is it like a firm, fuck no, not interested, you're going to die eventually?
I think that only works if everyone you love is also immortal. Otherwise, you're going to get your heart broken again and again and again, which is kind of the issue that Dracula's having. That's the curse.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Now we know the real vampire in this movie.
He hesitated for like a tiny second and was like, I'll think it through.
You don't know. It's a big adventure. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not sure I want to miss out on that ride. Who knows, you know?
Right, that's it. There'd be a lot to see still.
Well, I don't know about see, but I don't know. I don't know if the senses are still there. I am Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
We don't have any prizes. I do like to give out prizes when I'm in person with legends like yourselves, but look, maybe I could make a bloody meme for you or something.
Okay.
If that's a bit.
I like this. Sure. The jumper too. The hoodie you've got on.
You like?
That's classic.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It used to be like the best Friday night going down Blockbuster.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love that you have that t-shirt. And it's like you're drinking from the Holy Grail. What is on your chalice? Is that a flag of some sort?
No, that's like a
skull finger.
Yeah, it's like a skull fingers.
Yeah.
And it's like bloody, you got like little bandages around it. I thought it was appropriate for a horror comedy.
Is that your personal thing, or was it just a prop to this?
No, that's my personal thing. I already had it, and I was leaving the house, and the misso was like, "Take this," and I like to listen to my misso.
A man after my own heart. I love that mug, that chalice. How dare I call it a mug?
I did the horses, Rusty. Let's go to the bottle-o before we head to the servo, so we can pick up a passion pop as a roadie. What plan have I effectively pitched to you?
You've pitched to me that you're going to be doing all that by yourself because I'm fucking off and doing something else.
Russell Crowe, welcome to Inside the Down Under Actors Studios.
Cheers, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you going?
Pretty good. What are those speakers behind you, man?
Those are Yamaha. They are very good.
Are they the new version of the NS10 or something like that?
Oh, I'm not too sure. I know my brother-in-law bought them, and then I nicked them off him. So, yeah, I don't know the exact specs, mate. But you'll also note my no-string guitar.
Where'd you get the guitar? Is that your cousin's?
No. No, I promise. My mum bought me that one when I was like 14. So, yeah. And then I painted it, and now it's got no strings. But we'll get there.
Right.
But, yeah. Well,
It's a fascinating life, man. Fascinating.
Do you like the research aspect of acting? I feel like you do.
Yeah, I do. If you've got the time for it. Sometimes you're just not afforded that luxury, and you just have to jump off the cliff and grab things as you fall. But this particular situation, I was already planning on being in Rome before the job even came up, and once it was solidified that I was doing the job, I just reached out to some contacts, and I mean, there is a sort of an association I have with the city of Rome, which refers back to an earlier job, shall we say?
Of course.
And that's it's given me an incredible connection to the people there. They're so very kind and loving towards me whenever I'm there, and I really, really appreciate it. And last year, they named me Ambasciatore di Roma nel mondo.
The slang words, since I taught you a few hours ago.
Snoop? Struth.
Yes!
Struth.
Blackie, are you around? Is Jack Black around?
What's up?
There he is!
Yeah.
How are you, mate? You good?
Oh, big man hug. Big man hug. How goes it, my man? Good. Hell yeah, I didn't get my other arm. Get both arms. Both arms.
I'm good. How are you?
I feel fantastic.
Excellent. You ready
It's a
for
glorious day for a what?
You ready for a lot of big interviews today?
It's a glorious day for a lot of interviews today.
All right, well, I want to take you to get a coffee first up over at the Food Man.
Let's do it.
All right.
A coffee at the Food Man?
A coffee at the Food
That's
Man.
what I need, man.
All right. We're going to do like Aaron Sorkin style walk and talk. If that's
Oh, yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, let's walk. Let's walk. Research of Bowser as well, because on the surface level it's like, oh yeah, he's the baddie in Mario. But did you like replay the old games? Because there was a whole game where he had a son and a bloody family and things going on.
I did play some old games because really my time is way before Bowser. I was there when Nintendo first came onto the video game scene back in the 80s with Donkey Kong. That's my days of Super Mario. And so my son helped me out in that regard. And he got me on the right Super Mario Brothers games to really go dig deep into the Bowser history. And yeah, I was inspired by the source material.
Yeah, nice. And what is the most interesting part about playing a villain? You said it was hard, but like, yeah, I haven't seen you do it much. Maybe King Kong, you were a bit dodgy.
It's
Never-ending story. You were a bully.
That's true. I have played a couple villains.
Yeah.
It's more fun. It's the villains are the spice of the broth.
Like, is that your favourite format to work in? Because you're good at regular acting, you're a musician. Do you have a favourite format, or they just all kind of intertwine into the Jack Black blender? No favourite.
Voice acting has been very, very good to me. Started off with Kung Fu Panda. Actually, started off before Kung Fu Panda on a little movie called Shark Tale.
Yes.
Where I played a very tentative vegetarian shark, and I had a blast on that. And I realized, yeah, you can express so much just through your voice.
Yeah.
And you don't have to wake up at 5 in the morning and put on costume and makeup.
Well, that's what I've tried to make a career out. Like, predominantly my entire YouTube channel is voice commentary.
So easy.
Occasionally I shut up.
But,
so I like that aspect of it. You don't need to worry about your beard, your hair.
Yeah.
You just record your voice.
But at the end of the day, it's just as satisfying if you kick ass in a voice performance.
Australia fan.
It'd be weird if I came down and sang that though, because I'm not Australian.
But we love you.
You gotta be a local.
It's not weird if we love you.
Australia fan.
For we are young and free. It's like lyrics like that. Oh, we do have free.
This is gonna take some work. I can tell. This is gonna take hours.
Also, you've delved into YouTubing in recent years.
I have
don't get
done.
to talk about that with you much in Mexico, but that's another one of your formats beyond the voice acting, the regular acting.
I did do some gaming on YouTube.
You did?
Yeah.
You did. What did you find were the positives and negatives of social media content?
Well, especially over pandemic times, it was a way for me to stay creative and have fun on.
Yes.
My son told me I had to do it. I was like, what? What do I do? And I just sort of did whatever he told me to do.
I remember the first video you dropped. You went straight after PewDiePie. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm coming for you.
I did.
You opened big.
This is my new YouTube channel, Jablinski. It's going to be bigger than Ninja. It's going to be bigger than PewDiePie. So what's Jablin, Shables? It's bigger than that! I did.
So big.
It's
Threw
been
the
a while,
chair back.
though. I kind of stopped doing the video game content. I haven't done anything on YouTube for a few.
You got the Mario job.
Yes, I started working for real again, and that went on the back burner. But you never know.
And you're touring with Tenacious D again this year, yeah?
Yeah, we got some big dates coming up. We're gonna do a little American tour, and then we're gonna do a little European tour.
Oh, wow.
We got a lot of rocking to do, but it's greatest hits, you know.
Yeah.
The new album is coming, but we're very methodical, and there will be no D1.
The artists that I talk to. But do you have any advice for people wanting to get into the arts, film, music, YouTubing? What is your advice?
Well, now in this day and age, you gotta just start making films on your iPhone. Do it cheap, and post it on YouTube or wherever, because you don't want to wait around for someone to discover you or for someone to write you a part in a thing. Just do it yourself and let it be bad. Go be bad for a while. Be bad for years, but try, and eventually it'll be magic, and then you'll have an explosive career. That's my advice. Sounds really ridiculous.
No, that's not an advice. That's not, I don't ask it often because it can come across as being
But
like,
the advice is just be bad. Don't be afraid to be bad. Get out there and suck. That's how you do it.
and then eventually it'll break.
Term that's almost already slang.
Yes. And now it's time for another installment of Inside the Down Under Actors Studio. Learn about acting and being Australian.
Always dreamed of being on the Actors Studio, and I finally get my chance.
The Australia version is so different.
He just pronounced ACDC.
Odd roll. Okay, so that's some kind of grub.
You guys likely know my next guest from the brilliant sketch comedy show Key and Peele. Well, now he's a hero in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's Keegan Michael Key. Welcome to Inside the Down Under Actors Studio.
Hi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ozzy man. Do I have to act? We have to be kind of austere or anything like that as well?
Yeah. They did, yeah. We got to maintain eye contact. We were told.
We were told yes all the time, right?
Yes.
All the time.
Do not break eye
Will
contact.
not break eye contact. Try not to blink either.
I don't think I can do it. I've failed already.
Drops! I need to
I'm going to give you your Australian nickname to kick things off. So we're going to go with T name, Tony.
It was an absolute blast. It really, really, really was. Because we had a lot of, especially, here's the thing about animation that I like so much is that when you see a character, they're always going to be more exaggerated than a human. And so the thing is, you're trying to match the look of the character. And also, in this particular case, you're also trying to match the legacy of what this game is, and what the universe is, what this world is. So it was a tall order, but it was a lot of fun. It was a great challenge.
Just on the legacy, like, was there much backstory to research for Toad? Or did you get a fair amount of freedom? Well, was there like an executive that was like, this is how you play Toad?
No, it's funny. No, exactly. There was a lot of freedom actually. Because I was doing research and I'm just going, am I supposed to? Should I try to? And any kind of Toad noises they made in the cartoons, should I be doing? And they're like, don't, it's not Stanislavski. Like you don't have to get that method on it. So really, me and the director.
And that is Ozzy Man Reviews. He's pretty funny, actually. Give him credit.
And him completely encouraging me by saying, look, you can do